All right, good morning, everybody. Today is Wednesday, the 4th of December. Meets the Money Honey here, giving you the quick market overview. We've got some news coming out this morning, so we may see a little bit of congestion. It looks like we've got some reporting around 8:45, 9:45, 10 o'clock. So we could see some congestion coming into the market. If you look at the S&P right now on the hourly, we've hit this resistance level, and it looks like we're getting a wick on a candle here. So that tells me that there's some selling pressure coming in. Right now we're up 17 points. The NASDAQ up as well, 138 points. It looks like we've already passed this take profit of 21,366, but we've got a doji candle, so we may be coming back to test this level. So I wouldn't be surprised if there was a little bit of sell-off with the news, and then we rebound and keep moving forward today. The Dow is looking pretty good, up 180 points, but you can see we've hit some resistance here, and now we're starting to have a little bit of a pullback, and we're touching this VWAP. We've got a good uh, wick showing here, so that tells me that maybe this could be the turnaround on the correction. We've come close to this 45,056 first take profit. And you can see we've got a resistance level tag showing up here. But yeah, just watch it around the news because you really don't know exactly how this thing's going to play out. Generally, you'll have a little bit of a pullback with news and then continue in the same direction if it's not, really significant, devastating news. But anyway, just keep an eye on that today with all of that coming out. Let's take a look. The VIX and the DXD flat or slightly down, so that's positive. And we've got, let's see, what do we got here going on for gold futures down a little bit and crude oil slightly up. I'd like to take a look at that. So it looks like we're doing a little bit of a pullback. We hit this resistance level here. And then we've stopped at this take profit. So that's good news. This next candle that prints in 12 minutes could very well be a green candle. And then we continue our upward momentum here of the 70 mark. All right, let's take a look at crypto this morning. Generally up across the board, which is good news. Bitcoin has been kind of bouncing around at the same level for the past couple of days. If you can see this range we've got going on here. Not much progress, just kind of been bebopping back and forth here, which is normal. We're in this consolidation period. But if you do take a little bit of a notice here, we've kind of drifted up, right? So, we could be making a new higher high and then busting out of this thing. If you look at the take profit levels on the hourly, that's promising. So it looks like, we could be moving up to 97.4 and then busting through and then making another charge towards the $100,000 level pretty soon. It's not showing that on the 4 hour. Let's take a look at the daily here, see what we got going on. Yeah, we're still showing our take profit. We've hit the 96.84, 842, and then 102.627, and then on up to 108. All right, MicroStrategy, since we're talking about Bitcoin. Let's see if we're up a little bit. Yesterday we took a little bit of a beating. Closed at 373. Now we're up a little bit pre-market 382. So kind of following in par with Bitcoin. We do have some lower take profit levels here on the daily chart. So it is showing that if we can't get past this pivot point of 388, we may go as low as 342. And if that's the case, then I'm going to be scooping up some more MicroStrategy shares. So I'm in this for the long term, not the trade. Just because my base case for 2025 is that we're going to see significant gains in Bitcoin, which is also going to push MicroStrategy up with it. So, good news though, we just changed our 4-hour candle and we are printing above the VWAP still. So we may get a change in direction and a different signal if this thing can push over the 388 today. All right, we'll take a quick look at intraday for Amazon. Up, we made some significant moves yesterday, and we have passed the second resistance level, and it looks like we're printing a new green candle. So expect 216 first, and then it's showing a take profit of 219. So we're heading towards this 220 resistance level. So that's good news. We could pick up, you know, close to $5 a share on this one if we hold it for a couple of days. And just so you know, my main trading strategy is swing trading. It's easier. You don't have to watch it as much. I found that, certain stocks, especially, the large cap stocks, easier to swing trade. You get good volatility with them. And as long as we're over the VWAP with a green candle and our relative strength index is showing us uh, pretty strong, then I stay in the trade. Once we, get to take profit levels, I always take profit off the table and then let the rest ride to the second take profit level. So that's my main strategy. I do day trade, and I will cover that in a future video, how I scan for these day trade momentum stocks. But that will be forthcoming, so stay tuned for that. And if you like the information that I'm bringing every day, please consider subscribing. I'm a brand new channel, so I'm trying to get this thing off the ground, and with every subscriber, it helps. I can improve, and if you have anything that you would like to see me cover, please post it in the comments. That certainly helps me out as well. So looking good for Amazon intraday. Apple, we have hit this 243 resistance level, and it looks like we've got a pullback signal, and our take profit levels have changed as well. So, we came pretty strong out of this channel, so this is something that would be expected. And so if you know anything about statistics, usually we always revert back to the mean. And that certainly looks like that's what's getting ready to happen here. We'll, probably pull back to this second resistance level of 237. It's showing a take profit of 238, so that completely makes sense. So we'll be doing some pullback here and then hopefully charging higher on Apple. I want to take a look at AMD. Our chip makers are in the news quite a bit here. Not showing anything super negative. We haven't, had this pullback, but if you look closely, we could be at a short-term double top here. So just pay attention to that. We haven't gotten a signal yet. And we're still above the VWAP, so look for it to hold this 143 level. And hopefully it'll hold that, and then we'll continue to move higher there. I want to take a look at Block. This is something that's also been in the news here. I would fully expect for us to get another signal and keep charging higher. Just, they're the crypto space. They're making a lot of movements. Looks like they're flat pre-market, but they're making a lot of changes to their business that's going to help them. with their data sharing. So just keep an eye on that one just to watch for that signal and keep moving up. Let's see, what else do I want to talk about? Google, let's look at this one really quick. Now, we've come out of this channel, right? So we were in a downward channel. We busted out of this thing on Monday. We still haven't hit these take profit levels. So just keep an eye on these candles. Make sure it stays over this VWAP, and we're not falling back to earth here. Because technically we have not hit this target that's posting on the chart, but we are at resistance. And I'm not seeing a ton of volume here, and that's really what it takes to keep moving this baby higher. So, it could be that we bounce around between this first resistance and second resistance level for a while until we charge harder, higher. So just keep an eye on that as well. All right, we'll take a look at a bank stock. Technically, when we hit the bottom of a channel, I like to put in my buy orders. So we've had a little bit of a pullback on JP Morgan. And, we are below this VWAP. We're at the bottom of the channel. We hit a take profit. Let's look at the longer term and see where we are on that. Yeah, so we're still showing higher take profit levels. So what I would want to see is the relative strength level come up, some good buying volume, and a candle close above the VWAP before I got in and rode it to this 258 level. So just keep an eye on that as well. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and wrap it. Well, you know what? I think NVIDIA was up. Let's take a look at NVIDIA today. We'll look at Tesla and NVIDIA first. Oh, that's looking good. I love that. It is continuing to move. We've got some green showing here. We're above our VWAP. We've got a little bit of volume showing in there. Take profit levels are still looking good long term. So I like this play, and we're back inside the channel. So I definitely would be looking to go long on NVIDIA here and, at least hold it up until this 150 level. All right, Tesla, really quick. Let's see how this thing's faring today, because we are up a little pre-market. That's good news. And we're riding this VWAP. We've got a green candle. For me, personally, before I went long on this thing, because, it kind of looks like we're in a little bit of consolidation, I would want to clear this 362 level before I rode it up to the 377. So that's what I would look for personally. So I would look to break this 362, retest and hold, and then I would take a long if I were looking to get into Tesla. All right, guys, that is all I have for you today. Please consider subscribing, leave any comments you have for me, and I appreciate it. Good luck. Have a great day out there. Take care.